Hey, Torch.
Behind the dazzling lights of Hollywood lies a truth few dare to face. Some stars shine brightest only after surviving the darkest nights. Today on Broken Stars, we uncover the secret life of a woman once branded a wild rebel, who rose from chaos, heartbreak, and scandal to rewrite her destiny. Her journey proves that even the most shattered souls can burn their way back into legend. Let's step behind the curtain and begin. Angelina Jolie, a name that, whether whispered in admiration or shouted across headlines, instantly evokes images of blockbuster legends, red carpet elegance, and a life unmatched in intensity. But behind that brilliance lies a stormy past, filled with rebellion, heartbreak, survival, and a remarkable rebirth. Born on June 4th, 1975, in Los Angeles, California, Angelina came into this world already wrapped in stardom. Her father, Oscar-winning actor Jon Voight, and mother, actress Marceline Bertrand, were both well-known figures in the entertainment world. Jolie inherited a unique blend of 6 bloodlines, German and Slovak, from her father, French, Dutch, German, and Canadian from her mother. But being born into a famous family didn't guarantee happiness. When she was just a year old, her parents' marriage fell apart. Angelina's mother moved her and her brother, James Haven, to New York, sacrificing her own acting dreams to raise her children. Yet, it was in those quiet nights on the couch, watching movies with her mom, that Angelina's passion for acting was born. While other kids clung to toys and video games, Angelina gravitated toward film cameras, bright studio lights, and the strange, hypnotic fantasy of movie sets. At age 6, her family relocated to the Palisades in New York. That same year, she appeared in her first film, Looking to Get Out, alongside her father. 5 years later, they returned to Los Angeles, where Angelina enrolled in the prestigious Lee Strasberg Theater and Film Institute, determined to pursue acting on her own terms. But life had a price for her to pay. Her teenage years were shadowed by loneliness. Living with limited income after the divorce, Jolie often wore second-hand clothes. She was skinny, wore glasses and braces, and never fit in. Classmates teased her for looking different, and she withdrew deeper into herself, building emotional walls that only the darkness could enter. She began cutting herself, tiny painful lines carved across her skin, not to seek attention, but to feel alive, to feel something. Jolie dressed head to toe in black, collected knives, and covered herself with 14 tattoos, including one haunting phrase in Latin: "What nourishes me, destroys me." At 14, she quit acting classes and dove headfirst into adulthood. Wild romances, reckless nights, and drugs. Before turning 20, she had tried almost every drug available, including heroin. She once said, "Deep down, I was still just a messed up kid with tattoos." Still, something inside her kept pulling her toward the screen. At 18, she returned to Lee Strasberg. Soon she began to land roles, small at first, then bigger. In 1993, she starred in Cyborg 2, though the film went virtually unnoticed. Media attention focused much more on her off-screen chaos than her performances. At 20, Jolie married actor Johnny Lee Miller, her co-star in Hackers. Their wedding shocked Hollywood. She walked down the aisle in black pants and a white t-shirt with his name written on it, in her own blood. The marriage lasted barely a year. To fill the emotional void, she fell into a relationship with model Jenny Shimizu and openly acknowledged her attraction to women. But everything changed when she took on George Wallace, That role earned her a Golden Globe and an Emmy nomination. Soon after, her explosive performance in Girl, Interrupted won her the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Hollywood took notice. Then came Billy Bob Thornton, 19 years older, eccentric, unpredictable. Their relationship was a spectacle. They wore vials of each other's blood around their necks, gifted each other adjoining cemetery plots. Their 18-month marriage burned fast and died young. The press branded Angelina as the ultimate bad girl, unhinged, dangerous, irresistible. And for a moment, it seemed like that label might consume her life entirely. Then, everything shifted. In 2001, Jolie traveled to Cambodia to film Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. Critics weren't impressed, but the movie exploded at the box office, instantly turning her into an international superstar. But far more profound than fame was what she found in Cambodia. There, surrounded by poverty, war scars, and forgotten children, Angelina's heart cracked open. She returned in 2002, not for a film, but to adopt her first child, Maddox. She later said, "The moment I became responsible for Maddox, I knew I could never destroy myself again." She reached out to the United Nations and began working with refugee camps in the most dangerous corners of the world. In 2005, she received the U.S. UN Association's Global Humanitarian Award. The King of Cambodia granted her Cambodian citizenship for her preservation efforts. Then came the biggest Hollywood love story of the decade. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2005. Angelina and Brad Pitt fell for each other on set, even though Pitt was still married to Jennifer Aniston. Jolie was vilified, branded a homewrecker, but the romance only grew stronger. Together, they built a family that captivated the world. She adopted Zahara from Ethiopia, then Pax from Vietnam. She and Pitt had 3 biological children, Shiloh, then twins Knox and Vivienne. The couple became Hollywood royalty. Property across the globe, a bustling household of 6 kids, and a power partnership unlike anything the industry had seen. Brad focused on producing films under Plan B. Angelina divided her life between acting, directing, and humanitarian work. She traveled from war zones to refugee camps, advocating for human rights, fighting landmines, speaking for those who couldn't. In 2013, Jolie shocked the world when she revealed she had undergone a preventive double mastectomy due to a genetic mutation that gave her an 87% chance of breast cancer. Her mother and aunt had both died from the disease. Angelina explained simply, she wanted to live long enough to raise her children. Her honesty sparked the Angelina effect, inspiring millions of women to get tested and take preventive action. And yet, Jolie didn't disappear into hospitals or self-pity. She was still on set, still traveling the world, still fighting for others. Her life became a handbook for modern women, proof that strength is found not in perfection, but in self-determination. In 2016, her fairy tale with Brad ended in a painful and public divorce. At 42, Jolie became a single mother, raising 6 growing kids, juggling life, work, and healing. She focused on her children, on directing, on returning to the world she loved. Her journey continues, this time with more purpose, clarity, and peace. From a troubled girl drowning in darkness, to Hollywood's wildest, most controversial star, to a global humanitarian icon, Angelina Jolie is living proof that, no matter how chaotic your past is, you can still rewrite your story. She once said, "Be the author of your own life," and she has boldly, painfully, beautifully.